Did you know that the healthy supplement you take every morning could be silently destroying your muscles and joints? Sounds too good to be true, right? But here's the alarming truth. Every 7 seconds, an older adult falls due to weak muscles and unstable joints. And what's even more shocking is that many of the supplements that millions of Americans rely on every day are secretly making this condition worse. A startling study from Harvard found that for popular supplements commonly taken by people over 60 can increase the risk of muscle loss by 39%, increase bone fragility by 25%, and even put cardiovascular strain on people with impaired kidney function. You see, more than 73% of older adults in the United States take supplements every day, but most of them have no idea which products are secretly sapping their strength. Not only are they energy draining, they've also been linked to accelerated joint degeneration, blood sugar inflammation, and even leaching calcium from your bones. So how do you know which ones are silently weakening you and which ones are actually helping you regain your strength and independence? In this video, we'll expose the 4 most dangerous silent enemies lurking in your medicine cabinet, and then reveal the 4 superheroes that can actually help you rebuild muscle strength, protect your joints, and maintain lasting energy. These aren't my opinions, they're based on extensive scientific research and could change your life. Before we dive in, I'd love to know, what supplements are you currently taking? And have you noticed any results, good or bad? Share them in the comments below. Your story could help thousands of others watching this video. Why do so many older adults make mistakes when it comes to supplements? The problem lies in the intersection of aging psychology and a saturated market full of flashy promises. As we age, our fears of losing our health, energy, and independence become more pronounced than ever. It is this fear that makes us vulnerable to miracle ads, pills that promise to restore youth and vitality. The supplement market today is a maze of thousands of products, confusing information, and incredibly exaggerated advertising campaigns. Every day, you can come across offers of flexible joints like those of your 20s, bulging muscles like those of your teens, or ageless skin with just one pill. But few people really have the in-depth knowledge to distinguish between real science and marketing gimmicks. We often put our trust in the wrong place, in the advice of friends, neighbors, or even celebrities who have no medical background, instead of seeking out trained health professionals. And what are the consequences? It's not just that we're wasting money on useless products. What's more worrying is that we may be unwittingly causing serious health problems. As we age, our bodies function differently. Our ability to absorb nutrients decreases, our metabolism slows down, and our organ systems don't function as efficiently as they once did. When you take the wrong supplements or supplements of poor quality, they not only don't provide any benefits, but they can also be a burden, causing more muscle loss, making bones more brittle, putting stress on the kidneys and liver, or even triggering unwanted inflammatory responses. It's a high price to pay for ignorance. Let's start with our first enemy, number 4, casein protein powder. If you're in your 60s and still believe that casein is the optimal choice for building muscle, especially at night, you may be putting yourself at a disadvantage. Casein is a milk protein that's known for its slow digestion, often touted as the perfect nighttime protein for a steady supply of amino acids. But here's the thing, older bodies process protein very differently than younger bodies. As you age, your digestive system begins to change significantly. Stomach acid, the key to breaking down protein, tends to decline. The parietal cells in your stomach become less functional, or you may develop atrophic gastritis, which makes it much less effective at breaking down complex protein structures like casein. Likewise, digestive enzymes, especially protease enzymes responsible for breaking down proteins, are also reduced. This means that casein, which is already slow to digest, becomes even more difficult to absorb, leading to a significant delay in the delivery of amino acids to your muscles. This delay is especially serious because it causes you to miss out on the so-called recovery window, the time when your muscles need amino acids quickly. Muscle repair and growth, especially after physical activity or during a night's sleep. When muscles don't get enough building materials in a timely manner, recovery stalls, and sarcopenia, a serious problem that causes you to lose 1% of your muscle mass each year after age 60, can get worse. The problem isn't just digestion speed. Many casein powders on the market are loaded with additives and thickeners like xanthan gum or guar gum. These, while harmless to young people, can slow down intestinal motility, causing bloating, constipation, or even mild inflammation of the intestinal lining in older adults with sensitive digestive systems. Think about it. If you've ever felt heavy or uncomfortable after drinking a protein shake, casein may be to blame. Plus, casein comes from milk, and many older adults become lactose intolerant without even realizing it, as lactase enzyme levels drop significantly with age. Even a mild intolerance can lead to mild inflammation, poor nutrient absorption, and unstable energy levels. If you're still waking up feeling stiff, bloated, or lacking energy despite your nighttime protein shake, casein could be the silent saboteur. Protein isn't bad, but the wrong type of protein at the wrong time can stunt your progress, weaken your digestive system, and leave you wondering why you're not feeling better. Older bodies need faster, cleaner, more easily absorbed protein sources that work with their slowing metabolisms and increased recovery needs. Casein is a gamble that most aging bodies shouldn't take. Creatine has been touted for decades. Bodybuilders swear by it, gym-goers swear by it, and now many older adults are turning to creatine in hopes of regaining muscle and energy. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Creatine monohydrate can have serious side effects after age 60, especially if you don't strength train regularly, don't drink enough water, or have any kidney problems. Creatine works by pulling water into your muscles, which can cause bloating, swelling, and even high blood pressure in older adults. While many older adults already struggle with staying hydrated, this excess water retention can put an extra strain on your kidneys. A 2022 study in the Journal of Nutrition, Health and Aging found that older adults who supplemented with creatine without engaging in a structured resistance training program did not see significant improvements in muscle mass, but did report increased fatigue and elevated blood creatinine levels, a warning sign of kidney stress. That's not all. Creatine loading, taking high doses for the first 5 to 7 days, can cause up to 4 pounds of water retention. For older adults who are dealing with heart problems or swelling, this sudden weight fluctuation can be especially dangerous. Creatine is also metabolized by the liver and excreted through the kidneys, so if you have any history of even mild kidney impairment, you're playing with fire. What most older people don't realize is that your body's natural creatine levels decline as you age. But that doesn't mean you need to dump raw creatine monohydrate straight into your system. That's like trying to fix a leaky pipe with a fire hose. Creatine can be useful in very specific forms and situations, but monohydrate is the crudest, least refined form. What's more, most commercial powders contain artificial flavors, colors, or untested stabilizers that your body has a harder time breaking down as you age. If you're experiencing water retention, brain fog, or sudden fatigue after taking creatine, it's time to stop. It's not a miracle supplement, it's a tool. And if you don't use it properly, especially after age 60, it can become a hidden culprit of swelling, joint discomfort, and kidney stress that you never expected. Collagen is everywhere right now. From powders to gummies, everyone promises stronger joints, brighter skin, and thicker hair. But here's the worrying part. Most collagen products marketed to older adults are low quality, poorly absorbed, and practically useless. They look good on the label, but inside your body, they do next to nothing. That's because not all collagen is created equal. After age 60, your digestion changes, your stomach acid decreases, your enzyme production slows down. This means you need collagen that's been broken down into bioavailable peptides. But most cheap supplements instead give you monolithic collagen protein, which is too big to digest, absorbed by the body. They pass straight through your digestive system without providing any benefit. A 2020 study in the journal Nutrients tested multiple brands of collagen peptides and found that only 27% of products had the correct peptide profile needed for optimal absorption. And what's worse, many collagen products aimed at older adults are loaded with artificial sweeteners, dyes, and even heavy metals from low-quality processing plants. Lead and cadmium were detected in more than 30% of the powders tested, especially those imported without strict regulations. But here's the real danger. If your collagen supplement is made from cheap bovine or pork sources that aren't properly hydrolyzed, your immune system may recognize these proteins as foreign. That can lead to mild inflammation, joint pain, or even gut issues like bloating and discomfort. So while you think you're helping your knees, you could be triggering internal irritation, exacerbating the very symptoms you're trying to fix. And there's another mistake that older adults often make: taking collagen alone. Collagen can't rebuild tissue without cofactors like vitamin C, copper, and specific amino acids like glycine and proline. Without these, your body can't even use the collagen you take. So if your product doesn't include them, or you don't get them from your diet, you're just wasting your money and putting fillers in your body. If your collagen supplement is cheap, flavorless, and doesn't list hydrolyzed peptides or other nutrients on the label, it's not doing your joints any favors. It's just junking your system. Older adults need clean, clinically proven, fully digestible sources of collagen. Otherwise, you're just drinking flavored powder and your legs, joints, and bones will never see the benefits. If you're in your 60s and still taking BCAAs to build muscle, it's time to take a serious look at reality. These once popular gym supplements are not only outdated, they're seriously harmful to older adults. BCAAs are 3 amino acids: leucine, isoleucine, and valine that are extracted from protein. They've been heavily marketed as muscle-building supplements for decades. But here's the scientific truth that no one tells you: your body can't build muscle from just 3 amino acids. It needs all 9 essential amino acids in the right proportions at the right time. When you overload your body with BCAAs, you disrupt the natural balance and create competition between amino acids, which can reduce muscle protein synthesis, especially in aging muscle tissue. A 2020 meta-analysis from Clinical Nutrition looked at more than 1,500 older adults and found no consistent benefits from BCAA supplementation. In fact, many experienced worsened fatigue, decreased appetite, and increased blood ammonia levels. This happens because BCAAs bypass the liver and go straight to the muscles. But if your body doesn't need them right away, they build up, creating metabolic waste that your aging kidneys now have to deal with. And as you age, your kidneys' filtration rate slows, meaning excess amino acids can quickly become toxic. BCAAs also don't stimulate insulin the way whole proteins do. For older adults who already struggle with blood sugar fluctuations, that means BCAAs can leave you feeling weak, dizzy, or tired during the day. What's more, they suppress natural hunger signals, causing you to eat less of the whole food proteins your body actually needs. This is a dangerous trap. You think you're helping your muscles grow, but you're actually starving them of the complete nutritional profile they need to grow. And here's another problem. Most BCAA powders are loaded with artificial sweeteners, synthetic flavors, and chemical fillers. These aren't muscle-friendly. They disrupt your gut, spike your blood sugar, and drain your energy. If you've taken BCAAs and noticed increased fatigue, joint discomfort, or brain fog, now you know why. For older adults, BCAAs aren't just less effective, they can be harmful. Your body deserves real, full-spectrum amino acids from clean, complete protein sources, not isolated powders that mess with your metabolism and trick your muscles. It's time to cut through the hype and focus on what really works. Now that you know the 4 worst supplements, let's explore the 4 best ones that can help you rebuild strength, protect your joints, and stay active. Start with superhero number 4, clean plant protein, specifically pea and rice protein blends. If you're over 60, your body doesn't just want protein, it needs it. But not just any kind. Clean plant protein blends, especially pea and rice blends, have proven to be a safe and highly effective option for older adults. Pea protein, while great, is often lacking in a small amount of methionine. Rice protein, on the other hand, is often lacking in lysine. But when combined, they complement each other to form a complete amino acid profile, something most single plant proteins struggle to achieve. And unlike dairy options like whey or casein, pea and rice protein is much easier for older adults to digest. No more bloating, no more inflammation, just solid muscle support without gut discomfort. In fact, a 2021 study published in the journal Nutrients found that older adults who supplemented with a blend of pea and rice protein saw a 25% increase in muscle protein synthesis over baseline after just 8 weeks. That's no small number. That means this combination can actually help you build and maintain muscle, even in your 60s and 70s, if you use it consistently. And since it's naturally hypoallergenic, lactose-free, and gluten-free, It's a safe daily supplement for older adults with sensitive digestive tracts. But here's the catch: you have to choose a blend that's organic, non-GMO, and free of gums, sweeteners, or thickeners. Many cheap brands often add synthetic additives that defeat the whole purpose of using a clean product. Look for a simple powder with minimal ingredients. Some brands for seniors even add digestive enzymes like papain and bromelain to further improve absorption. They're worth the investment. Take it in the morning or after a light resistance workout to give your muscles what they need to recover and grow stronger. If you're feeling tired, weak, or noticing muscle loss, especially in your arms or legs, clean plant protein may be the missing piece. It's not a miracle drink, but for seniors, it's one of the few supplements that makes a noticeable difference when used properly. Start low, mix it with unsweetened almond milk, and see your strength return over time. Forget everything you thought you knew about creatine. The key isn't to avoid it altogether, but to use it wisely. When taken in high doses or in the wrong form, creatine can cause swelling, kidney stress, and water retention. But when taken in a micronized form at low doses, it becomes one of the most powerful and well-researched supplements for combating age-related muscle loss. And yes, that includes adults over 60. Micronized creatine is processed into finer particles, which means faster absorption, less digestive stress, and less bloating. In a large clinical trial published in the Journals of Gerontology, adults over 60 who took just 3 grams of micronized creatine per day for 12 weeks while performing light strength training saw a 42% improvement in leg strength and a 33% increase in upper body strength compared to those who did not. This is not hype. This is peer-reviewed data. What makes this form safe for older adults is the lower dosage, purity, and timing of use. Skip the old-fashioned creatine loading phase. Older adults don't need it. Instead, take 2 to 3 grams per day, preferably with a carbohydrate meal like fruit or oatmeal to help get the creatine into muscle cells. Drink plenty of water to stay hydrated, and avoid taking it late at night to prevent any mild energy spikes or cramps. You also want to look for pharmaceutical-grade creatine like Crepia or similar. It's third-party tested for purity and free of contaminants. Avoid flavored or blended creatine powders. They often contain artificial colors or stabilizers that older adults' digestive systems may not break down effectively. Stick to clean, unflavored powders. If your legs are feeling weak, climbing stairs is becoming more difficult, or your balance is becoming an issue, this supplement can make a bigger difference than anything else in your medicine cabinet. Micronized creatine, when used properly, restores real functional strength without the side effects that older adults fear. You've heard that collagen is important for healthy joints, skin, and muscles. But here's the truth. Traditional collagen supplements made from animal bones and skin aren't always a good choice, especially for older adults. They're harder to digest, often contaminated with heavy metals, and lack the key nutrients your body needs to turn collagen into something it can actually use. That's where vegan collagen builders come in. They don't contain collagen itself. Instead, they give your body the exact tools it needs to naturally produce collagen on its own. And that's a big plus for older adults. These formulas often include vitamin C, plant-based amino acids like glycine and proline, silica from bamboo extract, and powerful antioxidants like amla or komu. In other words, they give your body the raw materials it's been missing. Think of it this way. Instead of eating a pre-assembled Lego set which you may not like or that doesn't fit, you get all the individual pieces along with instructions to build it yourself. After age 60, your collagen production declines by up to 33% per decade, especially in your joints and connective tissue. But a study published in Oxidative Medicine and Cellular Longevity found that daily consumption of collagen precursors like glycine and vitamin C improved skin elasticity by 25% and reduced joint stiffness by 30% in just 90 days in part. What makes vegan collagen builders safer and more effective for older adults is that they work with your metabolism, not against it. There are no animal proteins for your gut to struggle with. No heavy metals, no allergens, just clean plant compounds that support joint, bone, skin, and muscle repair from the inside out. And unlike most collagen powders, these don't require stomach acid to be effective. This is especially important for older adults whose digestion has slowed down. Look for powders or capsules that contain at least 500 milligrams of vitamin C, plant-based amino acids, zinc, copper, and biotin, and avoid synthetic fillers or artificial flavors. You can take them with meals or mix them into smoothies with fruits rich in natural antioxidants. Over time, you'll notice stronger nails, less joint pain, and more elastic skin because your body is rebuilding its own, not just swallowing someone else's collagen. This is a supplement that hardly any older adults talk about, but it should be at the top of your list. Plant-based essential amino acids, or EAAs, are the complete set of all 9 amino acids that your body can't produce on its own. They're the real building blocks of your muscles, bones, skin, and even your immune system. And after age 60, your body's ability to absorb these amino acids from food drops dramatically. That's where EAAs come in. And unlike the popular BCAAs, which only provide 3 amino acids, this supplement gives your aging body the full toolkit it needs. In a groundbreaking 2020 study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, older adults who took EAAs daily for 10 weeks saw a 34% increase in muscle protein synthesis, even without intense exercise. Another trial showed improvements in balance, walking speed, and lower body strength. This is important, especially when you're trying to avoid falls, hospitalizations, or frailty. What makes plant-based EAs stand out is that they're free of allergens, animal byproducts, and fillers that often irritate older adults' digestive systems. They are gentle on the stomach and can be taken between meals to maximize absorption. Most EA powders also include lysine and threonine, 2 amino acids important for collagen production and joint repair, which is why this supplement works on so many systems at once. Look for a powder that is fermented from non-GMO plants like sunflower or corn, and ideally flavored with stevia or monk fruit instead of artificial sweeteners. Take a scoop in water or juice, preferably after light exercise or walking, to deliver nutrients to your muscles when they are most sensitive. And best of all, EAs do not spike blood sugar or insulin, making them extremely safe for older adults with diabetes or prediabetes. If you are serious about reversing muscle loss, improving your balance, and preserving your independence, this is the one supplement that does it all. EAs don't just support your muscles, they protect your future. Now, take a deep breath, because what we've just explored isn't just about supplements. It's about the real reason so many older adults feel weaker, stiffer, and more tired with each passing year. For decades, you've been sold quick fixes, whey protein powders, cheap collagen, mystery blends that promise big but don't deliver. And worse, some of those so-called healthy supplements could be doing you harm, causing joint pain, kidney stress, muscle loss, the very things they claim to fix. But now you know the truth. You know what to stay away from, and for that can rebuild your body from the inside out. These products aren't a fad or a gimmick. They're backed by solid scientific research. They're used by real seniors who are walking farther, standing straighter, and living stronger because they made a simple change to their routine. If you start slowly, even with just one of the good ones, like plant-based EAAs or vegan collagen builders, you can feel the change in just a few weeks. Your knees don't creak as much. Your legs feel steadier. You wake up without that deep sense of fatigue. And over time, you will regain something no pill can fake: your independence. And here's the best part, it's not too late. Whether you're 60 or 85, your body is still responding. You just need to give it the right tools. Every day you wait is a missed opportunity to get stronger, protect your joints, and live pain-free. If this video opened your eyes, give it a thumbs up so it can reach others who need this information. Make sure you subscribe because our next video will reveal the shocking truth about a daily habit that's silently sapping your strength. Stay strong, stay sharp, and remember, you're not getting older, you're getting wiser. Share your experiences and opinions in the comments below. Thanks for watching.